Good morning. It is Tuesday, the 8th of October. Welcome to episode 3 of vlogtober. My name is Jessica. This is my channel. I talk about knitting most of the time, but during October I do little vlog sessions. Previously it's been about 1 a week, but I've been really enjoying doing it, so you've ended up with about 2 a week, so we'll see where we go from here. But yeah, the first week has just finished, and it's now into week 2. Also during this month I'm hosting a finish along, where I'm gonna finish stuff that I'm making that I've been making for in some cases 3 years, a long time. So join me if you would like to do that. We have a Discord channel. It's linked down below, where people are sharing what they're working on and that sort of thing. Okay, admin out of the way. Thank you for sticking through that. I feel like I'm gonna cough. I'm a little bit ill. Tuesday is usually a work day for me, but I've taken the day off because I'm not feeling great, and I was kind of on the cusp of I feel like I could work if I push myself, but then do you know what I mean? The cold would go longer, and I'm trying to take care of myself. So I've taken the day off, and definitely when I woke up this morning I was like, that was the right choice. Because I made the call yesterday that I was I'm not going to come in, because I'm just not feeling like I'll be fully recovered by tomorrow. So I've just got a bit of a headache, and I feel a bit dizzy. I don't know, just not great. So I'm taking today as a chill day. I've got my hot water bottle, my actual hot water bottle here, my animal hot water bottle here. This is Graham. She's a nuisance at 8 o'clock in the morning, but an absolute delight pretty much the rest of the time. I have one outside activity that I need to do today. Our gas meter ran out, so I need to go and top that up. Annoyingly, we're still on a top up system. That's a whole other thing. It's a nightmare, but anyway, I'm gonna go sort that out. And otherwise on the agenda for today is resting, knitting. I started last night watching the old watching the 1985 Anne of Green Gables movie. I'm a big Anne with an E fan. I think I've watched the whole thing twice and then restarted a third watch, didn't quite make it all the way through. I'm sure we'll pick it up again at some point, but I was obviously gutted that they cancelled the show. I was I need more Anne content in my life, so I've been holding off on buying the Anne series, because there's I think 4 films, plus there's the Anne of Avonlea series and whatever. There's a lot of content, but the only place that you can watch it not jankily, I feel even there's not that many free versions or torrented versions floating around. I've not seen any, and I don't care to. So I found the one place you can watch it is this place called Gazebo TV, and you have to pay for it, the individual things, which is fine. But I've been saving it for a special occasion when I was I'm gonna buy them and I'm gonna watch them. So I bought, they're having a 40% off sale, so I'll link it down below if anyone else wants to watch it. Just of these big collections, and it basically worked out that for $15 more than just buying the 4 films, I could also get 3 seasons of Anne of Avonlea, which I don't care that much about, but also 4 documentaries, and I love a documentary. So I sprung for the documentary package. Treat yourself. And now I own a lot of Anne of Green Gables content. So last night I watched the first episode up until the intermission. I think it was originally 2 parts? I don't know. I think you can buy it on Amazon also, and in Amazon it's part 1, part 2, but they're not getting my money. No, thank you. So I get to the intermission. I was right, I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to pick it up today, but I think I'm going to do my outside errand first. Just get it over with and maybe get some stuff to eat, because I don't have that much food in. I'm currently I've showered and I've washed, but I've got back into my like daytime pajamas, which is my sweater and some like soft white trousers. Like, don't really know what they're made of. Something synthetic probably, but they're very soft. Yeah, so I've already rambled on for like 6 minutes, so thank you for watching this far. I'm gonna go and do those things, and I'll catch up with you later. Goodbye. Hello, it is slightly later. It's literally 6:30. It's not even 6:30. For some reason it feels like it's almost like 8:00. I'm in almost exactly the same position that I was in earlier. I did leave the house, I did do my little errands, I did a shop. I'm not feeling loads better, I'm not feeling loads worse. Not that much to report back on. I've just got some little ginger tea with added bits of real ginger in it. I watched a little bit more Anne. I watched Martin's new vlogtober. Yeah, not that much to say. I'm knitting on this. I have rolled up 2 more little skeins. So I've switched over to a new mini skein for the background colour, and I'm about to switch over to a new mini skein for the foreground colour. So I feel good about that. Progress is happening, despite not much else happening today. I just found it really hard taking a sick day. I feel like a lot of people do. It's, the water we swim in of productivity equals value, which is obviously not true. But it's hard not to, be like, well, I guess I could go, like I could push through and do it, which I could. I'm not like on death's door. I'm not like so ill that I can't like stand up or whatever, you know, which we've all been like that ill before, but yeah, so just feeling a bit like wish that I felt better than I do. Yeah. But I don't feel terrible. So sometimes that's harder though. I feel like if you're not fully one way or the other, like if I was so sick that I like felt faint when I stood up, I'd be like, well, obviously I can't go to work. But I just feel like, oh, I'm a bit funny and like a bit tired, and if like I do push myself to do stuff, then like I feel a bit like woozy, and do you know what I mean? Like it's really like intangible and like not clear, which is hard. So anyway, I'm just taking today, this is my hot water bottle. We've got the heating on, so it's not like freezing, but I don't like the heating on too high. Like I prefer to be warm in like a cooler environment. So far we're 18 degrees Celsius on the thermostat. What's your favorite thermostat temperature? Drop it in the comments below. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go watch more TV and do more knitting and drink my tea. I had some lunch. Really not that much to report back on. This is vlogtober. Yeah, I'll speak to you when I speak to you. Thursday, the 10th of October. It's about 10 to 8. I'm getting ready for work. I thought I'd be able to use the camera as a mirror, but that's not going to work, so we're just going to try our best without it. Part of my day job today involves going swimming, so I'm preparing for that. So yesterday was Wednesday. I ended up taking another sick day just because I still wasn't feeling 100% and I could get cover, and I was like, I'll just take another day. And I honestly don't feel 100% today, but I think I only feel bad because I've been sick, if that makes sense. Like if I woke up today just feeling like this, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm fine, I'll go to work. But because I've been sick, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm still sick, which like I probably am. I'm probably still recovering, so I'm gonna take it easy today. But I do feel like I will be more well going to work and being occupied than staying at home and just thinking about how I feel. So I think today's a day to get moving. So that's what I'm gonna do. I do feel like I will very much be appreciative of my break when it comes. In that I think I will definitely need to pace myself today, but I feel okay. And I'm excited to get back to work. I was getting very bored yesterday. Very, very bored. I think I took all of maybe like 5 or 6 clips or something. Today's new MCal clue day. Oh, that was what I was saying. I'm looking forward to my break. On my break, I'm gonna watch the new MCal clue. Thoughts on the first clue. I'm not gonna say anything too detailed, so you probably don't need to avoid this if you're avoiding spoilers, but just to be super sure, I'm about to talk about the MCal clue. I do really like it. I think it's really pretty. I do feel like it would have been a nightmare to knit because of all the ends and because of all of the like segments. A nightmare is maybe the wrong word, but like I don't know how fun I would have found it to knit those little bits. Probably kind of satisfying because you'd get the little sense of achievement. But yeah, I do think there would be an element that would be kind of frustrating, but it looks beautiful. And the last technique, I feel like I really skipped over that part of the video because I was like, I'm just gonna see what the final product looks like. But I was listening to some people describe it on one of the like Humans of West Knits Zooms this morning, or like the live stream catch up of one of the Zooms, and it seems like there's some sort of weird like drop stitch, pick up stitch technique that I might actually go back and watch the actual Stephen West video for, because it looks kind of interesting to like create that texture at the end. So yeah, looking forward to clue 2, hoping for some like long rows. I love a long row, even though I'm not actually doing it. I'm hoping for everyone else that they get a nice long row. Speaking of long rows, my project, I did count the stitches and we are now over 300 stitches. Probably quite a bit over at this point actually, probably more like a 310 or something, because I think I was on 385 at the end of week 1, and it is now a solid 3 days into week 2. Not that I've done that much knitting today. I did about 2 rows earlier. Right, plait is nearly finished. I need to find my glasses and pack my bag and head out the door. I will see you probably after work. Maybe you'll enter a montage of probably me knitting on my break. And I will see you this evening when there will be absolutely none of this, aka light.
Watching you was such a thrill. All that I could do was laugh. I couldn't hold it back. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it back.
Good morning. It is, I literally just looked at this. It's Friday the 11th of October. It's like 10:30. I'm awake. I'm dressed. It's my day off. I was at work yesterday. We chatted yesterday. And now I have a day off. So I guess that's what happens when you take 2 sick days. I'm back at work tomorrow and then I'm traveling. So very exciting. But I thought we'd wrap up today's vlog, episode 3 today, so that I can edit it on my day off. That's the thinking. So I just wanted to chat about my updates on my shawl. There are some, not that many, but it's getting bigger. And then also chat about some yarn that I got from a yarn swap with my local knit night. Just a little swap haul. The swap was in September. So I've had the yarn for quite a while, but I've just not talked about it. So, yeah, let's jump right in, as they say. I'm in the middle of a row. Sorry. That's, well, more sorry for me because I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to not drop any of these little balls of yarn. So, shawl. I also don't think I've talked about this project bag. I got it from Midwinter Yarn at Willy Good this year. So, lovely project bag. Oh, I've just realised that I've totally made a mistake. I just weighed the yarn that I have left to do, but I've got a tiny, oh, it's only a tiny bit. I've got maybe like 30 grams of yarn that's in this bag that I didn't weigh. So anyway, right. This is the back. It's getting really long. This is the front. It's looking beautiful, loving the colors. I have now officially run out of the, was it my Yarn Unique, the background, like the darker color. So we are on to the kind of make do and mend situation where I'm just using background colors from the dystopic fibers that are kind of dark-ish. I've also realized that in the original pattern, you're supposed to swap round your main colors so that occasionally, like you do a section and then what was your foreground color becomes your background color, which kind of is what gives it the, we're gonna hold this hand, the, like, oh my goodness, it's really beautiful. Like, I genuinely thought I was gonna make this and then give it away. But I'm 100% keeping this. It's beautiful. But yeah, that gives it the like, in the style that it has in the pictures for the pattern. Also, it's originally a worsted weight pattern. I don't know if I've said that. I just did it for fingering weight. So sometimes you can just make your own rules. I think that yeah, so you can see here that I did swap it around and it kind of looks cool. Like, I don't hate it, but I think at a certain point I just started doing, I kept it where one colour was the background colour, one colour was the foreground colour, and I don't hate it, so I think I'm gonna just keep doing that. But yeah, I weighed the yarn that I have left to use, and it was like 129 grams, plus I'm gonna imagine this is about 30, so let's say 159, which is actually quite a lot of yarn. When I originally weighed it, I think it was like 250 grams. So we've still got quite a lot to go. I thought this was going to be a much more interesting month with lots of different projects, but it's really just this one massive project, but I'm going to keep going. I'm traveling to London this weekend, so I'm flying down, so I won't have that much yarn time because it's only like an hour-and-a-half flight, but I'm gonna get the train back up, so that gives me like 5 hours of knitting time. That's where we're at. I didn't actually knit on it loads while I was sick, like I did, but I was just kind of the sort of sick where you don't really know what to do with yourself, and like I don't know, I just didn't maybe knit as much as I wanted to. And also, like, I am really enjoying watching the colour changes and I'm enjoying this project. It's not the most stimulating, so I have to like find something to watch on TV that is really stimulating. That sounds weird. It is really interesting and like engaging, in order to like, I don't know, keep the energy up. Anyway, that's the project. I'm now going to talk about the yarn that I got from the yarn swap. The knitters, it's in a plastic bag because it's just been in the freezer. There's a lot of very generous knitters at my knit night, and they all have really good yarn taste. So I've ended up with quite a lot of stuff, and also some of the stuff that I've ended up with was also like previously from a swap, so it's been like really swapped around the yarn group. So anyway, sorry, I'll talk about that more. But I've got some like Let Loopy and some like Malabrigo and some really nice sock yarn. Very exciting. So I'm gonna start with this because I'm holding it. So this is 2 skeins of very bright red. There you go. Very, very bright red. Malabrigo, just worsted. Malabrigo worsted. It's pure merino, really soft. Just 2 full skeins. Great, like amazing. So my plan with this, I think, is to make like a tabard type situation, like something with like a high collar and like a front and a back. There's a pattern that I'm interested in doing, insert picture here, that I think is like Cabled, can't remember who it's by, but I've saved it in my Ravelry. So this is what I'm thinking of making with this. Great, yarn number one. I'm just gonna throw everything to the side when I'm done with it. It's yarn, it won't break. Next up, we have a combination of, it's also some sort of random fabric stuck to it. Love that. A combination of Let Lopi, which, give me a hot second. Let Lopi, the OG. So nice. And I mean, just like the quantity, sorry, just look at this, don't look at me. So I've got it in this red, green, blue, whatever this kind of burnt orange umber color is, and also some like natural dyed Let Lopi. They included the the yarn bands. It's plant dyed Icelandic pure new wool. This is the band. It's in Icelandic, and then it's in English underneath, but I feel like there's more information in Icelandic that I cannot communicate to you. So these can all be used together. It's all a DK. There's two more. I think that's everything. This is what we're working with. This is what we've got. So some really lovely colours. Lots to be excited about there. My thinking originally was, oh well, like it's giving colourwork yoke. Like the colours all, I think, are really well together. But like it's actually quite a lot of yarn. I feel like that would be quite a long yoke. So it's kind of waiting in the wings for the perfect project. They're really nice. I also could use them for like lots of different projects. I've not done loads with Let Lopi. I've made one hat. And the one time that I tried on a cardigan that was made by, I actually found it quite itchy. So maybe this is a mistake. But I'm open to making that mistake. So this is what we have with that. I also briefly had the thought that maybe it could make some slippers. Lots to be done with it, unsure, but excited to have it and excited to like play around with it without having to, because it's yarn that I was like, oh, I might find it too itchy, like I don't know if it's for me, but I can use it without having to have invested in it. And that was the stuff that someone had taken from a yarn swap, had used the kind of colours that they wanted and the amounts that they wanted, and then put it back in. So a nice kind of circular economy situation. I have two more, well, 4 more skeins, 2 more like sets of skeins. This is a cream, it's really blowing out the camera. There we go. These are chunky wool. This is Quince & Co. Puffin, which I remember a yarn blogger talking about in like, I don't know, like 2010 or something. And I was like, wow, I want to make something with Quince & Co. Puffin. And I saw this skein there and I was like, oh my God. Like 15-year-old me would be, what was I, 20? Yeah, I was about 15. 15-year-old me would be like, whoa, this is huge. So I've taken the Quince & Co. Puffin. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I like the colour. And then I got this like undyed natural, it's like roving yarn that is like a slightly different composition. It's like not quite as high, something just fell. It's not quite as high twist as the Quince & Co, but I feel like they could be used together for something. So potentially in combination with, like, I could buy more yarn in this weight and this style and use it to make like a sweater or like a vest or something. So this is, and this one's West Yorkshire Spinners, which I didn't know that they did roving yarn. It looks like there's something you can't see that. There's something kind of handmade about this tag. I wonder what your history was, but it's mine now. Great. One more item, one more duo to show you. Sock yarn. We have some Zakami yarn, Edinburgh Classic, in Corriedale, which is also something that I've never knit with, so that's fun. And I'm really into this blue and peach combo right now. I got something kind of similar to this from the Donna Smith designed yarn, which I can't remember what the brand is called, but I got it at Willy Good in like a lace weight in like a very similar combination. So I'm into this right now. And this is from Ducky Darlings, who I'd never heard of before, but then I saw at the Scottish Yarn Festival after the yarn swap, and I was like, oh, there you are. So this is 100% Highlands wool, 4-ply, non-superwash. They're both non-superwash, so love that. And I just thought they could go together to make some sort of colourwork sock moment. I am considering joining the bandwagon and jumping on the Summerlee Sock Club because they're just so cute. I'm not a huge sock knitter, but maybe I could become one. And I'm really enjoying like the colourwork socks that I just cast on like last month. I have not knit them this month because I'm doing my finish along, but I'm excited to get back to them. So I feel like, and these like the colourwork socks with the little flower on them, I just feel like could be really cute with these colours. So that is it. Those are all my yarns. That is everything that I've made. Everything I've collected for free. It was kind of a chaotic event. Like, I was a little bit overwhelmed, not gonna lie. It was just like everything was on a big table and there was so much because we all had, you know, I don't know, everyone had a lot to give. It's quite a big group of people, and just sorting through it and trying to find things that like actually could work for a project, or like even if like different people had brought them, like trying to match stuff together that might be able to work together. But I think I did a pretty good job and I feel happy with what I got. It all seems in colours that I like to wear, and it all looks like stuff that I would use for projects that I'm kind of into making at the moment. And if I don't use it, I can give it back to the yarn swap next year. It's kind of something that happens every September, apparently. This is my first year in the group. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I've already been talking for 15 minutes and my throat's a little bit sore still. Yeah, the rest of the day, I was gonna have to wait in for a parcel, but it's being delayed, which I'm kind of annoyed about, but it's fine. I'll live with it. And I'm gonna go outside because it's a beautiful day and I have some errands to do. But I'm probably not gonna do any more talking. So this is the end of episode 3, and I will see you when I see you in the next episode. I don't know if I said it already in this, but if you want to join the finish along, the Discord link is down below. The hashtag is #JessKnitsFall with 1L, FAL 2024. Finish along. #JessKnitsFall with 1L 2024. And the Discord is down below. And join us. It's a fun time. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.